Body of MD Hadithur Rahman, third engineer of vessel Bangla Samriddhi, reaches home. Government asks NBR to reduce VAT at import level of essential commodities. Naga court sentences 9 people to death for triple murder. Assalamu alaikum, Zawad Sharif here, welcoming all TV News. You've just heard the headlines and let's move on to the details. The body of MD Hadithur Rahman, who was killed on March 3rd in a missile attack on a Bangladeshi vessel stranded at a Ukraine port, reached Bangladesh today. A Turkish Airlines flight carrying the body landed at Hazrat Shahjalan International Airport around 12:30 p.m., said an official at the airport. The body of Hadithur was scheduled to reach Dhaka on Sunday from Romania via Istanbul, but the flight carrying the body failed to take off timely due to heavy snowstorm in Istanbul. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina on Monday asked the National Board of Revenue to reduce significantly the value-added tax at the import level of essential commodities, including edible oil, ahead of Ramadan. She gave the instruction while chairing the weekly cabinet meeting virtually from her official residence Ganabhavan amid volatile commodity market before the month of Ramadan, likely to begin on April 3rd. The NBR has been asked to reduce the VAT at import levels significantly for essential commodities like edible oil, sugar and lentil. Cabinet Secretary Khandakar Anwar Islam said after the meeting. With the provision of attaching houses of war criminals as abandoned, the Cabinet also finalized the Abandoned Building Supplementary Provision Act 2022 today. A Naga court has sentenced 9 people to death and another 2 life in prison for the 2014 murders of 3 men in Naga Badalgachi Upazila. Naga Additional District and Session Judge Mohammad Islam announced the verdict in the case, state lawyers said. According to the case dossier, Ujalpur village resident Hashem, Ali, Saidul and Aijul had a land feud with their neighbor Shahidul Islam. On June 6, 2014, Hashem, Saidul and Aijul attacked Shahidul Islam's home. Shahidul was killed on the spot and 2 of his brothers later succumbed to their injuries in the hospital. Shahidul's son, Farhad Hussain, filed a case at Badalgachi police station over the incident. The case verdict was finally announced on Monday. Russian and Ukrainian representatives have resumed talks in a bid to end weeks of fighting. A spokesman for the Ukrainian president's office, meanwhile, hinted at the progress, saying Ukraine is pushing for an immediate ceasefire. But Russia continues its bombardment of many Ukrainian cities, with 1 person killed in a strike on a block of flats in the capital Kyiv. Russia's missile attack on a military base near Poland on Sunday was an attempt to threaten NATO, Poland's deputy foreign minister said. China said a claim by U.S. officials that Russia asked Beijing to provide with military assistance in Ukraine is false information. The UK Defense Ministry said Russian naval forces have cut Ukraine off from maritime trade by controlling its Black Sea coast. State Minister for Power, Energy and Mineral Resources Nosrul Hamid said the government has plans to increase subsidies for power and energy sector in order to cope up with the situation created by the Russia-Ukraine war. He said this while addressing a press conference in the capital.
আমরা চাচ্ছি কতটুকু স্থিতিশীল রাখা যায় দামের বিষয়গুলো, বিদ্যুৎ এবং জ্বালানির দাম। তো দেখা যাক, পরিস্থিতি এখনো আমাদের হাতের বাইরে না, নাগালের বাইরে না। সুতরাং আমরা এখনো চাচ্ছি যে স্থিতিশীল রেখে, সরকার চাচ্ছে যে লস করে হলেও সেখানে ভর্তুকির পরিমাণ বাড়িয়ে দিয়ে কতটুকু চলা যায়। বাট এটা যদি খুব বেশি বড় হয় তো হয়তো সিদ্ধান্ত পরিবর্তন আসতে পারে। এখনো সেই জায়গাতে আমরা যাই নাই।
The government looks indifferent about the people's suffering caused by recent price hike of essential commodities, said BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir today. He said this while speaking at a meeting commemorating first death anniversary of barrister Maudud Ahmed in a National Press Club this morning.
দ্রব্যমূল্যের বিষয়ে তাদের জীবন দুর্বিষহ হয়ে গেছে। সরকার সেটাকে সম্পূর্ণভাবে অস্বীকার করছে এবং তার মন্ত্রীরা হেসে হেসে বলে, আরে দাম যেমন বেড়েছে আয়ও তো বেড়েছে। কার আয় বেড়েছে? এরা জিডিপির শুভঙ্করে ফাঁকি দেখায়। এই দেশের 90% মানুষের আয় কম হচ্ছে, দারিদ্র আরো 2 ভাগ বেড়েছে।
The Supreme Court today directed actors Zayed Khan and Nipun Akhtar to strictly follow its chamber judge's order over holding office of General Secretary of Bangladesh Film Artists Association BFAA. A bench of appellate division of the Supreme Court headed by Chief Justice Hassan Faiz Siddiqui passed the order while hearing a contempt of court petition filed by Zayed against Nipun. The apex court kept the petition stand over for 4 weeks and said Zayed can file a leave to appeal petition with the court against the High Court verdict by this time if he wants. Lawyer Hassan Al-Karim appeared for Zayed while lawyer Rokunuddin Mohammad stood for Nippon during the hearing today. An alleged module of the Bangladeshi terror outfit Jamaat-ul Mujahideen JMB has been busted in Indian province of Madhya Pradesh following suit by state police's anti-terror squad ATS in Bhopal in Saturday-Sunday intervening night. 4 men, all Bangladeshi nationals, were arrested following the raids by the ATS teams at the rented accommodation in the congested Aishbagh area of the state capital. According to the state police's official statement, the 4 men were part of a JMB plot to develop a remote base for carrying out anti-national activities in India, including MP in the future. Before ending, let's have a look on the headlines once again. Body of MD Hadithur Rahman, 3rd engineer of vessel Bangla Samriddhi, reaches home. Government asked NBR to reduce VAT at import level of essential commodities. Naga court sentences 9 people to death for triple murder. And that is all from the newsroom for now. To know updates and videos of this bulletin, please visit our website www.ntvb.com. Besides, visit our YouTube and verified Facebook page for updates of our NTV's all popular programs and bulletins. Our next bulletin, Shondar Khobor, will be aired in Bangla at 7:30 p.m. Thank you for being with us and have a good time.